How's it hanging, fellas? I'm OrosZ and this is another episode of Terraria, and in today's episode, I don't know what we're gonna do. Not sure about that. But another thing, last two episodes, two episodes ago I was talking about how, I feel burned out sometimes making those Let's Plays, right? But maybe I was just because I was pissed off because they started recording late because there was someone doing something in the kitchen and I was just not gonna be yelling to myself in the next room. Now, but then they're gonna go home and they're gonna be like, honey, you won't believe what happened at work. There's a fucking crazy person there just talking to himself. They're gonna fucking tell stories about I'm fucking insane or some shit. My parents were showing my videos to some kids at a fucking party they went to. And they were making fun of me. Because when I'm making the Let's Play, I'm trying to talk clearly. This is not how I would talk in real life. In real life I would talk like this. I don't really give a shit. I'm usually talking like this, I don't really care. But, you know, since I'm doing the Let's Play, I'm trying to sound really clear. I'm trying to sound louder. Maybe I should apply that in real life too. So, they were making fun of me that in these videos I sound way better than I sound in real life. In real life I'm mumbling and half the time they can't fucking hear me. I blame their fucking hearing, not me talking. Sometimes I fucking talk like I don't even, if I would fucking hear myself I wouldn't even know what the fuck I'm saying. I'm back into the ice thing. I don't know why the fuck I guess I didn't explore the ice cave all that much, so maybe that's why I'm back in it. So here we are, select your waifu today by screenshotting the screen. My waifu is... Let's check it out. Very curious about this. Sane Kochiya. What the fuck is that? I have no fucking clue who the fuck is that supposed to be. I hope for a fucking Pokemon character. It's bullshit. I was talking about these and I was talking about how I kind of feel sick, but maybe there was just that one episode where I just was I ran out of things to say. I was just sitting there, I was I got nothing to say, god damn it. Maybe I should just stop. But the last two episodes, I had topics to talk about. I didn't feel the same. So if you thought oh man, maybe I should just stop doing this. Nah, fuck it, I ain't gonna stop. I'm back to feeling great. I was at the gym today. I worked out hard. I feel pumped up. I feel great. Muscles. You know what I thought? If I went on some kind of diet, I would probably look really great. But the thing is, if I went on a diet, then everyone in the house would have to go on the same diet as me. Because, you know, my parents aren't gonna spend money on food for them, and then they're gonna have to buy whole separate things just for me. Just because I'm now on a diet. You know, I just eat whatever the fuck everyone else has, and I'm flying down, and I almost flew into the lava. Great. The best thing that came out of the Zelda series was the Rule 34. Yeah, can't fucking disagree. I mean, not the best thing, but one of the better things. It's fucking Connor the Waffle. I learned that Connor the Waffle's younger brother is Eruption Fang. So they're fucking YouTuber brothers. And I don't think they ever done a video together, but I think that's true. And they fucking follows him. I don't know, there's too many people to check. Unless he's at the bottom. You know what, who cares? I think it's true. The only Zelda games I've beaten was Link Between Worlds. I played it on my 3DS, I beaten the whole game a while ago, so I don't really remember all that much about it. I remember that it was a lot of fun, and honestly, I never beaten Sticker Star, and I was always thinking about I should just beat Sticker Star finally, you know? I could just simply lay in my bed under a comfy pillow, a comfy blanket on my comfy pillow, playing my 3DS games, but I'm not doing that. I don't know why. I guess I'm just beating all the games. I wish I could have some kind of way of recording my 3DS, but I don't. And an emulator, I guess I would have to emulate 2 screens at the same time, so that would be kind of weird. I don't know how that would work, but... I've seen a lot of this going around Twitter recently. Confessions that can get your insert some topic here card revolved. Which is just unpopular opinions about a certain topic. I don't know if I have an unpopular opinion about a certain topic. Popular opinion about Rayman. I love rabbits. Lots of people hate them. I like them. I think they're great. I don't think they're great on their own, not like as rabbit as Rayman sidekicks. I think they're like way... You know, I think they're way better when they're in their own games. I remember there was like a I think it was like a Rabbit's Travel in Time or something like that. I don't remember if that was like a mini game collection, like one of those shitty like whatever, just play mini games, or was it like actually genuinely like really good? A platformer. I hope it's a platformer, because definitely would be cool. Because Rabbids Go Home is my favorite fucking Wii game. And funny enough, Rabbids Go Home came out on PC, but the way it came out, it was like in a magazine. There were like discs with certain levels. Not all the levels was released on PC, only a certain amount. I guess it was a demo for the game. But it was like on multiple discs and different levels, and not the whole game was released. And it wasn't PC, so it obviously didn't have any of the motion controls. But like, the whole game came out on PC? Because if it did, I might pirate it just to fucking play the whole game. But it's like a really weird fucking thing. I'm gonna check. Did Rabbids Go Home? Rabbids Go... Whoa. Type Rabbids Go Home. Platforms. Wii, Nintendo DS. But on the pictures, I can see a Rabbids Go Home PC. It's actually pretty cheap. It's a fucking Czech edition. What? Czech Republic one? Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely interesting. I wonder if it's on Steam. It might not be, but... And so why the hell does the Wikipedia page on it says that it came out on Wii and Nintendo DS, which I think the Nintendo DS version is like, it might be its own game? I never seen it actually. I'm kind of curious if it's just as good as the Wii version. But it has a PC version too. Oh, one of the Rabbids game I played a lot as a kid was Rabbids. It was... I still have those on my shelf. That may be a good idea, record those fucking things. Oh shit, I didn't thought of that. I didn't even consider putting those on my list. It's Rayman Raving Rabbids, but it's this weird thing where it was like a book. It was like a book with a disc in it. And the book described every single game, like mini games. It was like full of like little jokes. I thought it was really funny at the time. And it was like a mini game collection, and I remember the main menu took place in like a mall, which, I don't know, I might fucking think of like doing, I might think of doing like, I don't know, like a gameplay and such. Yeah, I fucking forgot my own fucking series name. My only, besides the Let's Play series that I have on my channel, which gameplay and such is kind of a Let's Play too, except I don't do multiple episodes of one game, I just do one game per episode. You know, I was watching a lot of, catching up, because, fucking, I got into this Lupin the Third franchise, which is like an anime, right? I was watching like a shit ton of it. And it's like, since the 70s. I was running since 79. I, I believe. Oh, there's a goblin. I think he sells similar things to the mechanic girl, but he sells stuff that's related to building. Like he sells some measurement stuff. I found a rocket shoes instead of my wings. Wings are better than the rocket shoes. Because with wings you can jump and then you can start flying. With the rocket shoes you just immediately fly. And I don't think you can like hover down with wings, but if you're like far high into the sky, you can just hover and slowly fall to the ground. But with the fucking rocket shoes you can't do that. Also, apparently FBI raided Jake Paul's house and they found like multiple guns. Also, his house is enormous. I wouldn't fucking want to have a house this enormous. I would get lost in it. I'd be fucking scared to go to the toilet. I have to like walk through a hallway that looks all fucking dark at night. It's scary. It's literally big enough for someone to break in and probably avoid me for a couple of days. And I wouldn't even be aware that there's someone in my house waiting for like a right moment to fucking murder me. I wouldn't even want to imagine that's a possibility. I wouldn't want to have a house big enough for something like that to even be possible. Yeah, I'm testing out these rocket shoes, but they're kind of shit. I like the wings better. And so wait, he had his gun stolen apparently, and there was another piece of news I heard. I was just about to say it and I forgot. I don't know. Remember when Minecraft had the handbook series? There's a lot of books. I was talking about the books a couple of episodes ago. I was talking about the books that were like Herobrine Fort Fetish Adventure. And I was like, if people can have shit like that published and kids buy it, maybe I should give a shot to like writing a story. Because I have the story that I always wanted to write down into like a book. I just don't know how the fuck to write a book. I don't know where to begin. I don't know how to fucking present it. Like, what do I write it? Like, this scene first. The characters are here. The place looks like this. They're about to do this. Characters look like that. What do I just describe everything as it goes? I think it has to have, you know, better pacing. You don't just fucking describe literally every fucking detail as it goes. You know, like, oh, character picks up a gun. The gun is stupid or something, and then you do that, but you don't fucking start like the book by describing every fucking aspect of it. So later you write, character picked up a gun, and you already know, oh, the gun looks like this, because at the beginning of the book they described it. You probably will have too much information handled to you at the beginning, and probably the only and first time I used this fucking wood in my equipment for something. To build a platform over the lava, great. I don't know, maybe I used it more often, but I really don't remember. I was just mostly jumping around lava. I was kind of annoyed how much lava there is. I think I was getting close to hell, maybe. I don't know. But the really handy books, they were literally called handbooks, and they were really cool. Because they were just simply instruction books. But they really looked nice. And I remember one time that we had this like Christmas in our class, where everybody picks someone out of the hat and they have to buy them a gift. And one of my friends who had me wanted to buy me one of those guidebooks for redstone because he knew I suck at redstone contraptions in Minecraft. And I was like, no, I want one of the figurines. And that was like this blind bag where you buy a bag and you don't know which figurine you're gonna get. So I end up getting a second zombie. And I have a zombie figurine. I have two of them. One is like completely scratched up, you can't even tell it's a zombie. So I have one that looks good. And I have a skeleton, who's my favorite mob in Minecraft, and when I got him I was like, that's it, I'm not gonna buy any more of him, because I got the skeleton, that's about it, I don't need more of this shit, I'm done. And there you go, confessions that can get your Crash Bandicoot card revoked. I think most mainline Crash Bandicoot games are good. I really like So after, you know, obviously the Naughty Dog trilogy that everybody loves, there was Wrath of Cortex. I did not like Wrath of Cortex. I thought it was slow, looked uglier than the previous games. The main issue I had was how fucking slow everything moved. Crash fucking runs slowly, it was fucking awful. But I did play the PS2 version, and I heard that was like the worst one. I think it was like a GameCube version, that might have been... I think that was like the best one. I'm not sure about it though. Ooh, he defeated 100 Green Slime. Good for him. I think I done it like way later in the game because I just spent so much time in the caves. Someone fucking jumped into lava and killed himself. Why is this lava like sticking in the air, just not spilling? Because there's a little rock in the way? And it is Twinsanity. I fucking love Twinsanity. Gameplay is really good. It's just that the game's kind of glitchy and unfinished. There were so many levels that was crap. There was like a dream level, there was like a section where they were supposed to fly rockets through the sky and you were supposed to like jumping around them. That's why I knew that it's not a good idea, but I personally hope that the next Crash game would be a remake of Twinsanity with all the deleted shit added in. And it was a really fun game, and it was funny and fun. I remember that game and I fucking love it. So there, yeah, and then there was Crash Tag Team Racing, which a lot of people don't like. I thought Tag Team Racing had like the same voice cast as Twinsanity, so that was like the continuation of Twinsanity. And it had the carts. Kart racing was shit, I gotta admit, that wasn't really great. It wasn't like garbage, but it was just not really, I don't know, like skill based, it was just fucking nothing, whatever. And halfway through the video. And oh shit, I almost paused it by accident. And I really didn't like the animations in that game for some reason. Crash, whenever he did something, he like moved every single part of his body at once. And that looked so fucking weird to me. Even when he stood still, he like moved his mouth around. It was so fucking weird looking. And I really like Crash Twinsanity's design of Crash. I think that's like the best Crash design in general. And they like did the same design, but they somehow made it worse on Crash Tag Team Racing. Then this Crash of the Titans. I love Crash of the Titans. I know it's a hack and slash and not a normal platformer like the previous ones, but I loved that game when it came out. I still love it. I wish they had some kind of re-release, remaster, whatever, so I could play it again. So I don't have my PS2 anymore. I played the shit out of that game. I got to the final boss, but I never beat him. The final boss, it was just too hard for me. Maybe nowadays I could beat him, probably could. And yeah. And then there was Mind Over Mutants, which I even... Oh shit. I fucking flooded myself with lava, great. There was a fucking geyser that shut up and made a hole and almost drowned me with lava, that's great. Thanks game, you're such a dick. And I think this game has a mechanic, like whenever I'm digging, it just like spawns an enemy to interrupt me digging around. Sometimes I'm like digging a tunnel and all of a sudden an enemy finds me and follows me through the tunnel. And that definitely is like a mechanic just to piss me off. So Mind Over Mutants was open world, not levels based like Crash of the Titans, which I preferred. And the same thing happened as Twinsanity and Tag Team Racing, where they used the same design of Crash but made it worse somehow. Crash again moved like every limb at a time. They redesigned a bunch of characters. Like Coco and Crunch, I think, have the coolest designs in that game. Cortex looks about the same, Nina looks about the same, Embryo came back and he was like really funny in that game. Engine was really funny. Nolan North engine is my favorite engine. Yeah, Nolan North was fucking engine. He was hilarious. I even remember when they were playing with Troy Baker, they were playing Crash Team Racing and he was doing Engine's voice. That was so cool to hear. And what was I saying? Yeah, it was just not as fun as Crash of the Titans. So and then it was dead until Insane Trilogy, which I like just slightly less than original Trilogy. Oh shit! I flattered myself again with lava, and I couldn't stop it because I'm a dumbass. So Yeah, I get kinda mad, because I was about to go down there and it fucking flooded. I don't even know where the lava came from. It just fucking showed up out of nowhere. Look, check out this cool little detail with the lava particles, that's cool. And I like it just slightly less. Well, I definitely like the first game better in Insane Trilogy than the first game, because the first game in Crash Bandicoot is so annoying. I remember when I was playing, I think I got PS2 on like one of those fateful Christmas nights. I had this one Christmas night that was all fun, because I still believed in Santa Claus, and I believe my grandpa had me to we're sitting in one or the other room. We're looking for the first star to show up on the sky. Yeah, that lava is not gonna end. You saw how much lava there is. It's just gonna pour infinitely. I gotta stop it somehow. And we saw the first star show up, which I don't think it showed up on the sky. I think it was just the first star I noticed on the sky. But whatever, it was like a magical fucking Christmas evening. It was really nice. The only other one I had like that was when the whole winter, the whole fucking December, there was like no snow, it just like looked shit. And like 2 hours before the Christmas night, so much snow fell that it looked so fucking beautiful and it was so great. And I think that might have been the night that I got my PS4. So there's something about PlayStation and Christmas that I just love in life. This combination. It's stuff like that that just makes me stick to stuff like PlayStation, because I have so many fond memories of it. Like no matter how much better the Xbox is gonna be, like, even if like Xbox is gonna end up being like the only console in the future and PlayStation is gonna go bankrupt, I'm still gonna like PlayStation more. I just always did, because of stuff like that. Just so many fond memories. And I had PS2 with Crash 2. I played the shit out of that game. I love it. I've beaten it multiple times. Never beaten 100%. I only beaten 100% when I bought that game again on my PS Vita, which was my first PS Vita game. Because I had a PS Vita, I bought it at a store when when the console came out. My PS Vita I have is still the original one. I didn't fucking bought it secondhand. It probably looks worse than any secondhand PS Vita you could get because it's all scratched up, but whatever. And it's the original model, not the fucking later model that they had. And that was the only time the first time I beaten Crash 200%. The second time was with Insane Trilogy, so I never beaten 100% in PlayStation 2. And I know Crash 2 was a PS1 game, but I played it on PS2 because it had backwards compatibility, and I played a lot of PS1 games on PS2. A lot of PS1 games I never played on PS1. And you know the story, maybe I told you, maybe I'm just gonna tell you again. I never played Crash 3, because as a kid I thought Wrath of Cortex was Crash 3. I only played Crash 3 until like way later. And then I never beaten it 100% even on Insane Trilogy, so... And then when I was playing on PS2, I had a hacked PS2, so I had like a bunch of hacked games. But Crash 2 was like one of the original ones I had. Oh, a few. I think Twinsanity also had an original copy of Twinsanity, because I liked the game so much. I wanted to have it physically. I wanted to have a box with it and everything. And I don't know what the fuck I was gonna say. And then I asked my dad's friend who knew how to download games like that to get me Crash 1, and he did. And then I hated it. It didn't play this. I mean, I didn't hate it. I liked it still, but I didn't like it as much. I guess my expectations were too high. I thought it would just be the same, but like different levels, maybe. I really liked the whole thing with the map, instead of just being in a fucking warp room, you were in the school map. But I didn't like how levels were just all mostly forests. I didn't like how you didn't hit slide, the controls were kinda weird, Crash wasn't as well animated, just constantly stood like all stiff and awkward. Yeah, what was I saying? I got interrupted again. It's really annoying whenever I get interrupted when I'm recording just the voice. I got like, I left it right, so I don't fucking miss anything. So the commentary doesn't end up being off, you know? I gotta pause the commentary like a second before the video. I was talking about the stiff animations of Crash 1. Yeah, it was stiff. I couldn't save the game because it had this fucking thing where to save the game you had to go into like a bonus level, so you had to go to a level, get the bonus tokens, get a bonus level, and then you could save. Which I never figured out as a kid, so I simply sat down one day, played as much of it as I could. I think I got pretty far. I don't know how I beaten the bridge levels. I might have not gotten that far, but I did play a lot of it. Maybe I didn't get far. And yeah, I guess I fucking didn't like 1 all that much as a kid. Some people think it's still a kid. I ran out of topics again. Recording three episodes per day sucks, and I haven't watched any movies. I got no movies to tell you about. I didn't have time. Watch motherfucking movies. The movie I was gonna watch now is Akira, the anime movie. I heard it's good, and I never seen it, so I was gonna check it out. I was watching more Lupin episodes yesterday, but I think they were all like cool. You know, they were fine. There wasn't like anything weird going on with like one of this episode where there's like an evil Lupin, which was like fucking weird. The weird thing about it is how they framed Lupin. Yeah, I'm saying Lupin, not Lupin, I don't care. They framed him for like murder, and they fucking recorded him transforming to like this evil version of himself. But that was like a completely different person he just looked like. And I have no idea how the fuck did they manage to get the recordings and then fake them to make it look like he changed into an evil person, an evil version of himself. Oh, have you heard of this, no, wait. Fucking explosion in Beirut. Apparently, it was like a boat was carrying fireworks from what I heard. And the building next to that fucking port had like a bunch of some things that were like very flammable. And the firework boat exploded. That's why whenever you see those videos on Twitter, there's already smoke. Because that boat exploded with the fireworks on it. And that the second enormous explosion, that was apparently something that apparently it was like lettuce or something like that. I don't fucking know. I've seen a picture of the cloud. There's just like this fucking awesome picture of the city, and in the middle of it, it's just like this enormous fucking cloud. It looks like a mushroom growing out, like an enormous fucking fungus growing up in the middle of the city. It looks awesome. It looks like something interesting fucking idea for like a world setting. Like, oh, a world where there's like an evil fungus and there's evil mushroom people attacking everyone and killing people, the normal people. I'm in lava, just kinda casually standing, but then the lava disappeared for some reason. Weird, right? Weird shit happening. It's Terraria, guys, it's not Minecraft, there's weird shit happening in this game. I was curious how much me changing the volume of the game affected the recordings. I think it actually did. I thought it wouldn't affect anything, but I guess it did affect it. Like if I would turn off the volume on my computer, it would also not record the fucking sounds. So I kinda fucked it up. never knew what this purple biome was. It's not a biome, it's like, in some dungeons you can just find these like dark blue, it's not even purple, it's dark blue. Like fortresses kind of, I don't know what the fuck to call it. I think it's obsidian. I think it's supposed to be obsidian. Only 3 minutes left. My mom wants something from me, so I'm glad I'm not like in the middle of an hour-long episode. I think, you know how like last two episodes, no, not last two episodes. Last two episodes were 40 minutes each, over 40 minutes. But the previous, before that, oh look at that, Witcher 1 is free on GOG games. That's cool. Witcher 1 is the worst one, but doesn't mean it's bad, it's just not as good as the other ones. I remember when I was playing, my friend was playing Witcher 2 on Xbox 360 when I came over one time, and I was looking at it and was like, fucking some family game, whatever. Jesus fucking Christ, why do people text such fucking long messages? I can't even vote for the answer. What the fuck? I invited to some birthday preparation for my friend group. It's like I don't care if the party's gonna happen or not. It's whatever. Just gonna fucking sit there, drink. Not exactly a party person, to be honest. But if there's alcohol, I can just sit there and be drinking all the time, and that's gonna be good enough. They're gonna think I'm an alcoholic, but maybe they're the kind of person who think that alcoholism is a character trait. Maybe they'll think I'm cool. Or maybe they'll think I'm fucking who invited this drunk. I'm not really drunk. I think I've been drunk in my life one time. Where me and my friend bought rum. We were drinking rum. I was telling that story a long time ago. Like one of the actors episodes. We bought rum. I got drunk. I fell asleep on that bench. Not like in a park or something. We were drinking at my friend's place. But I fell asleep on a bench. My friend fell asleep on the ground. And then my friend picked up more friends and they bought whiskey. So we drank rum, and then I fucking woke up and I drank whiskey. And that's the only like time I was really drunk. And then not only that, but before that I bought myself one beer because I didn't know they were gonna bring whiskey. And I thought this rum wasn't gonna fucking do me as well as it did. And I bought myself a beer, I drank that beer too, and I drank like 2 monsters, and my friend who only drank the whiskey vomited on the ground, and I didn't. So maybe I'm just... Oh, and finally I put it on the fucking coat properly. See you fellas in the next episode, bye.